A water quality technologist. Holy shit, this is amazing. 50 years ago, it would be like, what do you do? I cook and I clean. And this is... You wouldn't even be here. Your hair is fantastic. Are you like a hairdresser? It looks so neat. What's your vocation? An engineer. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, fucking STEM. Girls in STEM. Yeah. Fuck the power. What do you engineer?
I sell commercial HVAC.
You sell commercial HVAC equipment. Holy shit. You saw those forest fires, you were like, money! Yeah. Wow. What's the highest BTU you go to? Come on, you got to be quicker with that. 2 million? Where are you selling 2 million? Okay, you're very bad at your job of selling commercial HVAC. Are you also in the HVAC industry? What do you do? A water quality technologist. Holy shit, this is amazing. 50 years ago, it would be like, what do you do? I cook and I clean. And this is... You wouldn't even be here. But now you're selling air conditioners, you're making sure the water's drinkable. Where in New York has the best water quality?
I'm from Canada.
You're from Canada. Fucking get them. Get them. They started this. Wow, holy shit. So where in Canada has the best water? Or where do you look after the water for?
In Manitoba.
In Manitoba? That's moose, innit? Moose land. Growing up, though, surely you didn't want to do these jobs, right? This wasn't... I want to be a princess. I want to be a teacher. I want to sell HVAC equipment. And not be entirely sure about the BTU. What did you want to be when you were little?
A vet.
A vet. What were your favorite animals to put down? That's what the job is. That's why you didn't do it?
Yeah.
You take the first class, like, all right, welcome to vet school, kill this dog. I'd rather just cool it down if that's okay. You want to be a vet, and what did you want to be?
Writer.
A writer?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What type of writing? Like a novelist. Oh, what's your novel that's inside you? It's gone now? Oh, it's tragic, isn't it, when you see the hope die in the eyes. And now I just work for the man. You're looking over here like these are two, like what do you guys do?
Finance.
Finance, fucking, yeah. Bet your parents are well proud of you, right? You don't know about that. You don't know about that? What did your parents want you to do?
What I wanted.
Whatever you wanted. Oh, that's self-fulfilling. But did you want to do finance?
A teacher.
A teacher? And then you were like, fuck the kids, get the paper. Get the bag. All right. Cool. And then my Ralph Lauren T-shirt wearing dude, has this already been touched upon? They got nice arms. Show them off, What's your profession?
I work at a hedge fund.
You work at a hedge fund. You could fucking buy me, couldn't you? Come to my home, dance with me, Jester. Right. And is that what you wanted to be when you were little? You were just like, I just want to be rich.
Yeah, well, kid, man, I dreamt about it.
When you were a kid, you dreamt about it. Fuck yeah, fucking get your goals, you see. It's, it's nice to know that, women can do whatever jobs they want now, but they still can't get the goals the way that the lads can. Well, I want to celebrate you guys, whether you're doing the job that you wish you could or the job that you didn't think ever existed. So, band, do me a favor. Let's make up a song for these guys. Let's do this. Because, growing up, I wanted to be a rapper, and I couldn't achieve that goal fully, so I became a comedian who makes up raps about people in the front row. So let's do it this way. The fuck is this? Because I did jokes about India? You're like, yeah, whip out the sitar. I like it. Cool. This is cool. Fucking hell. I feel like we should be doing this. Is this a terribly, terribly racist thing to do? No, if you've seen a Bollywood movie, that's exactly how the dancing goes. Cool. Fine. with chuckling, feeling cringe at the way that I dance. Girl on the edge of the stage saying finance. As a kid, my parents, they didn't care, said pick your dreams like stars from the air. If you wanna work in finance, grab your chance. You can do it and fly by the seat of your pants. Make the cash, make it funny. Yeah, you be a legend. Over here with your hedge fund best friend. He be wanting to get that bag. When he was a 5-year-old, he was feeling sad, like I got no cash, no pocket money. I wanna go to a show and see a guy who's funny and say write jokes for me and then perform them, throwing all the Franklins there with no warning. The Benjamins stacking it so high like Scrooge McDuck, but a much younger guy who's so handsome with the big biceps. Over to the right, maybe I stepped on a minefield in a dangerous area, talking to some people. It couldn't be scarier. They're from Canada. They set fire to trees and they waft the air down beneath. Let me tell you about this. You're repositioning. You probably got a unit from your air conditioning. Blow it to the south, to the east coast, burning the trees like these are toast. We need to make sure Americans choke on the smoke, especially that nerdy British bloke. While I rap, you are like, I do HVAC. I can do engineering with that. I don't know the BTU, that's the thermal units. I said 2 million, you really need to improve it. The training, that's a no-braining thing. Over here, look at the joy that you can bring. You're like, yes, front row at the comedy show. I do the Canadian H2O. Make sure that it's pure. You can drink it. No cloudiness, no impurities. It sinks it. Filtering in many different ways that I show you. The water flows purely in Manitoba. What a very good province. The best you can get. But back in the day, you wanted to be a vet. You had a lust for life, like maybe I can help cats with a kind of lazy eye. I put an eye patch and then Kitty can see 9 lives to live. Go on, Kitty, be free. But then you realize basically the cats just die. You are like, no, reassess my life back into HVAC, the HVAC. Wanted to be a writer, ever so crazy. Hopefully you'll achieve it. I'm not being funny, but even if you got a bestseller, my boy here would still have the most money. Hello, it's me, the guy you just watched rapping. This is a slightly different video. It is my 6 favorite raps from 2023. I hope you enjoy them. Please do comment which one you like the most, and if there's a rap from this year that you prefer to some of these, let me know, because I have no idea really what people like. If you came to a show this year, if you liked a video, if you shared a video, thank you so much. Come along to a show next year. If I'm coming near you, put your name on the mailing list in the comments. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up for 2024. We recorded a weekend of shows in Texas. We're going to be releasing that as a kind of 40-minute special. I've got a really great show I'm touring at the moment with a live band. Very excited about that. And I've got a game out called Rap Battles. We'll put a link to that in the comments as well, but it's freestyle rap meets Cards Against Humanity. Anyone of any skill level can play it. You can just, rap battle your grandma and find out that she's way better than you. From me, happy 2024. Thank you for enjoying 2023. It was an amazing year, a big year. Got an ear piercing. That was the highlight. And here from my wife's childhood bedroom, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to 2024. Enjoy all the raps and let me know which was your favorite.
We're doing a freestyle rap. People over here, what would you like a rap about?
Trains.
Fucking amazing ventriloquism. That was incredible. What was the suggestion?
Trains.
You are actually sat there. Your voice is pervasive. It's like God is suggesting things himself. Did you just say trains?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so excited for this because the tone of your voice suggests you are of a level of autism where you know every train possible. I used to work with autistic kids. My brother is autistic, and so he's very intelligent. If you give him a Rubik's Cube, it takes him 12 seconds to say thank you. And trains, I love it. Trains, suggestion number 1. I know you're like, oh, trains is an easy thing to rap out. Don't worry, we're gonna make it like monotonous trains. It's gonna be good. So this section over here, what do you want to rap about?
Power line.
Did you just say, is everyone here stoned? Because if you couldn't hear that, in the most Lana Del Rey voice ever, she was just like, power lines. Is that what you did? The person whose lap you're sat on, did you come here with him? Is he holding you hostage and you've been absolutely sedated? Are you sure? Blink if you can to suggest she's doing this. Okay, so power lines. Great. Trains, power lines. So there's some hands up at the back. Yeah, you're waving. This is great. What would you like a rap about?
Pluto no longer being considered a planet.
Pluto no longer being considered a planet. Do you work in space?
No.
No?
Well, I work in beverage.
You work in beverage. I guess, there's the food and beverage industry, and you're like, yeah, fuck the first half. Beverage for life. Okay, Pluto no longer being considered a planet. Power lines, trains. This corner here, what would you like a rap about? Crosswords? Lovely stuff. Which is your favourite one to do?
New York Times.
New York Times. Said as if I'm an idiot for doing anything else. It's the one for the purists, Chris. Okay. Crosswords. And then there's the table right at the back are just waving enthusiastically. Yeah, what would you like a rap about? I couldn't hear that.
Zuckerberg versus Musk.
Zuckerberg versus Musk. Oh, because because they're going to fight in what? In jiu-jitsu?
Cage fight.
Cage fight. Oh shit, cool. Great. To the death, that would be good. Winner takes all becomes. Wow. Okay. Musk versus Zuckerberg. Power lines, trains. This is going to be adequate. No, I don't think. I know. Obviously, we remembered Pluto not being a planet and beverages. And then I want to remember here was crosswords. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a freestyle about all those things. DJ, do me a favor. Drop that beat. And this is what I said it's going to be, a freestyle, rap made up on the spot, based entirely on that. Do not worry, it will not be anywhere near as atrociously, embarrassingly, toe-curlingly shit as you are expecting it to be. You seem so unconvinced. We're going in, yes, I'm trying to find right from my mind, electrify like the power lines. People worry, giving them stage 4. Cancel at the 5G, you see them more. They've got to big it up, get electric grids. You need the voltage, 110, don't harm the kids in the UK. We're slightly more naughty, we don't do 110 or 120, we double 240. I caught these, frazzle on the fingers. If you've got a ladder long enough, then you can bring this bird's perching on. I'm like, oh shoot, how are these feathery friends not electrocuted? But you were slightly sedated. Guy on your lap like, yes, applicate it. She be there, basically out of her mind. Then you jolt back to life and you say power lines with slightly more energy than one dude there who took one simple breath of air. He inhaled and then he exchanged. He says from his vocal cords, trains. That's what I love. And I show this, I emotive about the locomotive. Stevenson's rocket, that's the first of the kind. But now you've got the Amtrak with the power lines overhead. It takes a longer time than plane or car, but don't worry, you'll be lowering your carbon footprint. Wouldn't you think that's worth the cash? Actually, it's really fucking expensive. First class, can't afford that, so you're flying in coach. Lady at the back, she be like, I really hope you rhyme about Pluto. There used to be 9, but now only 8 planets. They can define my very simple method or easy method. Speeds up naming what? Well, the P's up, time's up, they drop it off. I can really see it's so small in the distance and looks so icy. They say it's not a planet anymore, of course. They say it's basically a block of ice, a tiny dwarf. You're just rubbing it in its face. What do you think? You're a shit planet, and I work in drinks. The details where the devil is. No need for food, I'll be getting beverages. I'll be pulling all the taps, I'll be serving all the beer. Is that what it means? You're like, this drink's clear, and this one's cloudy, so this one's worse. Clean all your pipes, I'm feeling quite terse, quite tense. Why? Because I've really observed it's absurdly hard for me to solve the New York Times crossword. 1 across, name a planet. Ah fuck, I thought Pluto would fit, I can't stand it. 5 letters, well then, what could it be? Venus, probably, you need the V. I'm quite venal, I really carry myself with pride. I peel the white boxes in the black, I try and hide. And if you get it wrong, just look up online, you can find the cheats. And yes, we're going sometime to have the fun. The lady at the back, remind me girl, because the mind's gone slack. Of course, we got it feeling enraged. You've got one angry billionaire there in the cage. He's like, hello there, I live in San Francisco. It's not his voice, but just let it go for this show. Mark Zuckerberg, he slings with the hook. He's like, I stole the idea for Facebook from the Winklevoss twins. I'm coming for you, Elon. And Musk has just done lines of coke he's on. Some real crazy shit. He's like, bye, get away. He calls in his tag team partner, that's Grimes. She comes in and shrieks at the dude. Elon and Mark, have you proved? He goes and he punches him and then goes too far. And Elon's gone, he's just fucked off to Mars. And there, the Zuck is left. He's like, hey, I'm the victor today in the BJJ. Cause that's the little sport that he picks, dude. The nerdy Facebook loser does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Have any dog owners in the front row? Yeah. Okay, so what's your dog called?
Roha.
Roha. That's a silly name. That ruins my theory. Roha, not Rover.
Roha.
Roha. That's.
Red and Spanish.
It's red in Spanish. I apologise for my innate racism there, for being like, what a silly name. But really, as a British man, I feel like, what else could I have said? Is it a red setter? Is it a red dog of any sort?
Pitbull.
A pit bull. Oh, fuck. Do you have kids? We used to, yeah. Scary dogs, aren't they? They're very sweet. It's as everyone knows, pit bulls are actually good dogs. It's only the owners who make them bad. So if you've got a bad dog, it's because the person who has the dog. So I'm sure Roha is very lovely and has never snatched off a toddler's face. He used to be called Blanco, but then in England, we don't learn Spanish, but I picked that one up, so... Yeah, it was either that or gringo. I think they both mean the same thing. So, Roha the pit bull. That's very cool. May I inquire as to your name?
Yeah, Jenna.
Jenna, hey. But so you're not Spanish, but you have a sexy accent.
I'm from here.
You're from here. I know, but which bit?
New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, because I've never have heard of it. New Hope, Pennsylvania. That is,
Oh, yeah.
that's a real fucking, you can tell. We got off the shits, we just walked around a bit, and we're like, New Hope, Pennsylvania. And then they went a bit further, and they were like, lots of people shooting us with arrows, Pennsylvania. Let's go back. What do you do, Jen? Oh my god, it's clearly not as hilarious as you think it is. It's always like, oh my god, she works in HR.
I'm building a sci-fi universe.
You're building a sci-fi universe. That is laughable. That is laughable. Well, I mean, look, I would have expected that of this gentleman here. You. Oh, what's the theme? Oh, it's like, if pirates met my haircut. Look, we're not enemies, we've both got the same shoes on, haven't we? I'm gonna take these off now. I don't want to be associated with your top-knotted kind. I'm still tall, don't worry. Please don't steal them, they have custom-made insoles. I'm doing well, and I overpronate. It's fucking podiatrist in the back there. So you're building a sci-fi universe for television, or for books, or for...
Video games, comics, and NFTs.
For video games, comics, and NFTs. 2 years ago, people would have given a big woo at the end of it, and now they're like, oh, that's sad. That's the bit that... Focus on the video games, I reckon. And what's the kind of vibe of the... I really feel weird being barefooted on the stage. I don't like it. I don't like it. It feels very... Laurel Canyon, 1960s. Tell us, give us the pressy of it, unless it's an NDA.
Yeah, it's okay. It's called The Wanderer.
It's called The Wanders.
It's spacey and kind of retro.
Spacey and retro, original, and not to stamp on anyone's dreams or anything. That's very cool. The Wanderers is spacey, retro, and psychedelic. Jen, I'm very excited. When you were a little girl growing up in New Hope, Pennsylvania, what did you want to be?
I don't know.
You don't know. You just fell into sci-fi world building. Is it of your own accord, or is this man forcing you? Produce me!
I met him at Burning Man.
Of course you did.
you hadn't brought it up, we all would have assumed. You met at Burning Man, and then do you facilitate ayahuasca trips? What's your... The mild-mannered accountant who on the weekends is like, no, I am a shaman. You grow ayahuasca. I mean, these like proper people in the front row and then a den of inequity. Utter filth. This is the type of deviance for which I will not stand. You sci-fi world build and grow ayahuasca. You call your dog by a Spanish name. I mean, do you have any tattoos? Of course you do. What are they? A triangle. Where is it, may I ask?
Because it grounds me.
It's there because it grounds you. It's the most structurally sound of the shapes. Any engineers will know. Wow. Did you tell the person tattooing you that when you had it done? Or you just like, it's my favorite shape. I'm from Pennsylvania. Would you like an NFT? Wow. So you met at Burning. This is brilliant. This is all we need, isn't it? Okay. Jen, let's get one final thing. What is, where was your most wondrous holiday? Where did you go for your most wonderful holiday? Like in the world, not like internally when you were to the Amazon. You actually went there. Okay. All right, DJ, do me a favor. Let's do this. We're going to celebrate Jen in all her many forms, of which I'm sure there are many. And gentleman with the beautiful hair, what's your name? Emile? Are you French? Swedish. Okay, that's allowed. It's spelled slightly differently. Okay, cool. Don't need to be rude, yeah, you know we need this. I'm not saying you're an Egypt, you're just Swedish. You love the meatballs, no fear. I make it clear this guy works at IKEA. He shaves the hair at the sides, the top not high. Spelling meal, E-M-I with the L, not the E, like the French language. If you wanna go to Burning Man, yeah, he'll fucking manage. He can build you the camp, build you the tent. He works out for the week before getting tense, looking so hench. Make sure it's freshly shaved. He just found himself like, oh yes, today I'm the Swedish guy, better than the rest. You can see me on Sesame Street like I am the chef, saying hurdy-gurdy, hurdy-goo. ABBA, yo, that's what we do. But we're moving on to you, the king of all men, like the pirate hairdo. But we focus on Jen, one thing she's after, growing ayahuasca, do it in apartments. Yeah, that's a disaster, of course. You can't live in Manhattan, you wouldn't have the square footage that you need to have it happen. And you go to New Hope, Pennsylvania, you've got a whole farmyard, acres and acres, just fields as far as you can see. Ayahuasca from the vine or the tree or the leaves or however it's made. I'm quite astute, I know you've got to mash it up, blend in the root. And this guy, he goes down to the jungle. He says, yes, we'll make ourselves humble and grounded. We'll go down, understand y'all. What's this tattoo? It's a triangle. It's a beautiful. I got it on the outside. 1, 2, 3 sides, like a pyramid, cause it's got a large base, like a beat that we're playing. Yeah, it's got a large base, never wasting this. When you go down below, you're like, oh ho ho, I'm really tripping. I know the future I can see. I scratched that, I was picturing NFTs, and that's down the dumps. It didn't go well, but this sci-fi thing, holy hell. Yes, I'm pretty sure I can call it wanderers. Did you say wanderers or wonders? It doesn't even matter, I just keep rapping when I'm on it. Take the ayahuasca, then I suddenly vomit. Vomit, vomit, vomit. Yes, it's so thrilling, tripping off my balls when I world building. Oh, it's retro psychedelic, of course it is. The kids love it when they see the trip, it's rewarding. You come back from the Amazon jungle, you're back up here, see Emile, you're like some of all us having fun. That's what we do. You're outside there in nature with you. And what have you got by your side? Your best friend. It's Rojo, he be there like I intend. My name's fucking Red, it's from Spanish. You thought I disappeared, you thought that I would vanish, but I'll be here, yes, I'm so cheerful. Call me the pit bull, I used to be white in the face, but now I spit all the toddler wants out. Rojo, no! Even though when you were probably the hero, that's the wandering dog for Jen and Emile. That's how we feel. Sometimes sometimes I post these online. I'm like, this would be fun. This, I would be murdered. I would like everyone here to think of a word or a topic or a phrase that you'd like a rap about. But there's some, wait. Did you just shout Mexicans? I should ask, are you a Mexican?
Yeah, I'm Mexican.
Can you confirm? Okay, cool, because again, I'm not cultured enough to know whether you could be a Colombian pretending. I don't know. I know nothing about this continent. You have an ID to prove it. All right, I mean, you can be in this country, I don't care. I'm not going to be like, this doesn't look legal. This looks like it's been dragged through a river on a border. I'm an immigrant as well. Isn't it funny when I say that? like, I'm an immigrant. Okay, so you didn't even wait, because there's rules usually. I'm like, hey, don't suggest food or animals, because they're easy to rap about. Don't suggest anything obvious or boring, because it's tedious. Be creative. And you were just like, nah, mate, Mexicans. Just like... The one thing I know about Mexico is your flag, because the flag of my country is terrible, because it's the Union Jack. It's just like blue and red and white. The American flag's pretty fucking cool, because it's stars and stripes and stuff. And then the Mexican flag is the green, white and red, and then it's a cactus with an eagle eating a snake, which is the most fucking metal flag ever. It's also terrifying, and that's why we should build a wall. That's why... because they are heathens. You look at that flag. That's not the Canadian flag. They got a leaf, a little leaf. That's what they are. Fucking pussies, Mexican. This pussies flag. Like, see, we're coming in to eat your snakes. Okay, so one of the topics is Mexicans. And look, because I can't control... Why are you showing me... Because this is Mexican beer. As a Mexican, you surely cannot take pride in Corona beer. This is... Brewed and bottled by Cervecería Modelo Mexico. That's La Cerveza Más Fina. Does that mean no better beer? What does that mean?
The best beer.
The best beer. That's lying, isn't it? Lying people. As far as I'm aware, my country never invaded Mexico, so this is acceptable for me to say. Good. Okay. That's topic number one. Let's speed this up a bit. And don't fucking start over there. That was an Australian accent, wasn't it? You're from New Zealand, okay. It's acceptable. While it may be acceptable, let me just say, the New Zealand accent, especially saying the word acceptable, is so funny because they can't say their E's, they say their E's as I's. So could you say, I slipped on the floor?
I slept on the floor.
It's fucking weird. Okay. Tell you what, you were coming up with colonisation. I'm just going to rap about New Zealand. And colonise, whatever. Mexicans. No more nationalities. If anyone shouts out Haitian... Okay, wait. So, okay, what are you saying?
South Africa.
South Africa. What is this? Why is this happening? Chris, rap about countries. Okay, so do you want to throw in any more? We've got New Zealand. Did you just... What did you say?
India.
You're not Indian. You are? Fucking hell, we can't do this. Right. South Africa, New Zealand, Mexico and India. Does anyone want to say a country that I can punch up at or something? Yeah, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Chris.
There's not many.
There is not many. No, you shut the fuck up now. This is other people's tasks. You're stealing their jobs. That's what's happening. Some of you genuinely like that. You know, sometimes I post these online. I'm like, this would be fun. This, I would be murdered. Except in England, they would make me a knight for this. They were like, he's going over there. Okay. So what were you shouting at the back? UK. So you say Canada? I'll take that. Okay. No, I want a white country. Sorry, South Africa. Right. I do not condone anything that is about to come out my mouth. If you don't like it, blame him for starting this. Band. I mean, you make the music. If you do whatever you want, and I'll make the rap, and it will be fucking hell. You're putting steel pan in there, Red, just to make it. Rap about the West Indies as well, Chris, while you're at it. Okay, we've got New Zealand, we've got Canada, Mexico, India, and they're here, and South Africa. And this is all your fault. This is all your fault. So upset. Okay. Genuinely, I want to put the microphone back in there and fuck off. I wanna blue ball the shit out of this gig. But let's do it. Nice. Starting off freestyle like let's go. South the border, one chap saying Mexico. Start it off, sir, you're out of order. He was like, Chris, rap about the wall and the border. People coming through, smuggling in truck. You know these coyotes, they getting it up. The cash, I mean, exploiting, taking all the cash, extortion. I'm so glad that you asked. Say some stereotypes. What, they're lazy? Nah, that's weird, man. It's fucking crazy, because lately I see Mexicans leaning on the wall in my neighborhood outside of the U-Haul. You can hire them, they'll do the job for less. Give them $20, they're like, see sir, yes, I only know the one language and I go there. He's like, Chris, rhyme about Corona. Okay, respect ya. La cerveza más fina, it's extra. Made by Modelo, you know they be owning the market over here. Let's fucking start it. Get into ya. Lady was shouting India. Apologies, yeah, your economy got thinner when we arrived. Used to be top of the charts, used to be so incredible. Oh my God, but then the British people, they came and they plundered. It was horrible what they did, the scum there. They're like, oh yes, we'll cut through like butter. Let's do things over here in Calcutta and Bombay. Not the name anymore, now it's Mumbai. Anyway, on the Delhi shore, I'd be pretty sure you'll be coming back soon. You'll drop a bomb on Britain, it will go boom, and that will be thoroughly deserved for what we did. But still, trains, cricket, entertaining kids. Is that okay? If we do that, I'll rap for you. Chris, tackle South Africa. All right. Fucking hell, I cried. Let's talk about apartheid. They separated the blacks from the whites, and maybe you two guys will be like, yeah, that's right, because you seem to be stirring all of the shit, like rag on the Indians just a little bit, but no, it was a cause for alarm. Then Robert Mugabe came in, like, take back the farms and all the other things. Oh, it was bloody. Anyway, over here, yeah. Oh, thank you, buddy. That's my Canadian dude there. It's not painful. He's like, Chris, flow slow like maple. That's the syrup. They put it on their food. Pancakes, Mounties, you know they proved. Riding on the horse, grains in their hand. The only country I can diss, New Zealand. Fuck these guys. What do you even do? No one in here is aware of you. Wellington, Auckland, have you heard it? Christchurch, no, Chris, we've not observed it. Anyway, if you're over there, it's ever so weak. All you're known for is fucking sheep and other stuff. There we go. The mic, I won't drop it. New Zealand, fuck you, you motherfucking hobbit. ATM, an automated teller machine, correct?
No, them out.
Oh, okay. We'll take 5 suggestions, then we'll drop a beat. We'll do a rap about it. So let's kind of start on this side of the room. What would you guys like a rap? There's a hand up there, yes. What would you like a rap about?
Exhausted.
Exhausted. The word exhausted. I like it. Thank you very much. Unless that was just a very passive-aggressive heckle. Great, exhausted. And there's a hand up here from the table of the person with crutches, right? So before we do that, may I ask how you came about your crutch incident? It was a first date. You have to ask before you get the kiss. You have to get away! So what? You were on a first date? You went ice skating. You thought you were so smooth. I'm so. So what happened? You just. Was it?
It's ironic. I saved a couple of children.
You saved a couple of children. So you were well on your way to getting at least a blowjob on this date. You sacrificed yourself. I mean, yeah, you expanding on this is not going to be any more impressive than what we're all thinking in our head. Well done. Okay, so you're on your table, you had a suggestion. What was it?
That was your birthday.
Jalen, like Jalen Hurts. Yeah, that means a lot to me. I'm going to assume that's a sports person, right? Jalen Hurts is a football player? A quarterback? Okay. An American football player? Well, yes, I figured that. If it was a British football player, I would have fucking known, wouldn't I? Also, no one in Britain is called Jalen Hurts. That's not a name in our country. You called Jeremiah Ouchie. Calm down. So Jalen Hurts is a quarterback for your team, for the Eagles. So yeah, I know. Don't remind them. The other guy, was he the MVP? You said no, he wasn't. No, the other guy was. Okay. So Jalen Hurts. What's Jalen Hurts known for outside of football? Being a beast? Just outside of football as well? Absolutely, okay, great. He's just a gentleman, okay. Were you on a date with Jalen Hurts? Is that... It actually went really well, Chris. I need these crutches because of how hard he fucked me. MVP for most violent penis. Okay, Jalen Hurts. So the only thing I know from the Super Bowl was that it was the first Super Bowl to have 2 black quarterbacks, right? Or like the first time in a long time. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
First time ever.
First time ever. Okay. Cool. Great. Well, that's he's a beast. He was in the Super Bowl, and he squats 500 pounds.
Yeah.
That.
He's always had.
The fucking Jalen Hurts fan club is here, and this is like the split from Rome in the Catholic Church. Like you're like 500 pounds, 610 actually, Chris. No, we pray to the Pope in Rome. No, we pray to the Pope in Avignon. Okay, Jalen Hurts, great, exhausted, middle of the room. Yes, the lady or person I said lady because you were wearing white, and then I realised men can wear white as well. What was it?
ATM.
ATM, an automated teller machine, correct?
No, ask him out.
Oh, okay. You can. I'm in Philly, baby. Get it right. Wow, I'm glad I knew that now, because after the show I was going to go and get some cash out. I'd go up to the nearest homeless guy, because they know where the cash machines are. Go, excuse me, do you know where I can find ATM? If you give me $20, right here. So ass to mouth, that's the sexual exploit of from anal intercourse directly to the oral cavity with no grooming, no cleansing in between.
Don't hit a bidet or nothing.
No bidet or nothing. It's not true ass to mouth otherwise. Okay, ATM exhausted, Jalen Hurts. Okay, now this is, oh sorry, I just trod on your foot, I do apologise. However, if it's on the stage, then I am liable to tread on it. This side over here, who's got a suggestion? Yeah.
Feeding Gizmo after dark.
Feeding Gizmo after dark. That's a Gremlins reference for those of you that don't know. You're not allowed to get him wet, you're not allowed to feed him after dark. And then this side of the room, you get the final suggestion. Yes, oh, my friend in the Argentina shirt. What would you like a rap about?
So, how about Ryu from Street Fighter versus Neo from The Matrix?
Fucking losers. Spot the losers in the room. It's surprising to see so many of you sat next to women tonight. You got girlfriends. Well, this is a rap based on Exhausted, Jalen Hurts, ATM, and Feeding Gizmo After Midnight, and Ryu versus Neo. Let's do this. This is all made up. Get excited.
was 2 stone, don't know what it is, bro. Watching Gremlins late night. Go Gizmo, my favorite fluffy guy, getting from old Chinatown. The guy with the beard, mustache drooping down is like, careful, you gotta do it right. Don't get him damp soggy, never feed him after midnight. Like the opposite of Cinderella, coach to a pumpkin. You feed him something, gremlins start jumping. Emerging from deep in his paws, they're green, horrible things, wrinkled up with the claws. They start coming after you, invading the town. You're like Gizmo, his fur white and brown. That's the half a color of the Hadouken Street Fighter. Yeah, play Duke Nukem, but this one, a real beat 'em up. If you've never watched this, Chun-Li keeps it up. The dick, I mean, she's attractive for an animated girl, but Ryu going to the Matrix, the world in 1999, controlled by the squid robots. And Agent Smith is like, yo, lots of people underground. Who's this? Morpheus says, Neo, use this. The spoon, there is no spoon, but who comes through? Hadouken, Hadouken. Yes, that's Ryu. He bursts in, and of course, Neo's there. And who's here? Luke Skywalker with the Force. Cause you nerds, I knew that you'd like that later. He starts fighting a green lightsaber, and so it's Street Fighter Neo and the guy with the sword. It's like a little triangle. One of them's gored through the middle, and Neo, he dodges, he minds, bending backwards with the bullet time. I can't do it properly, but here we go again. I'm exhausted, man. Rapping to the children of the 80s, playing games on their SNES or on their Sega Mega Drive. What is this? Oh, I'm so knackered. I'm really cream crackered. Take a little break, pause, while this rapper talks about exhaustion. Maybe have a nap, but not right now, cause we do the freestyle rap. Coming over here, you know what makes the bitches squirt? A 6'10" squatting guy called Jalen Hurts. The ladies will love him, the guys do too, but there's a disagreement between you two. 500 pounds, that's a fact. 6'10", he's got a super strong back. He can squat, cute glutes, but can't win the ring. Still, he's the MVP of entering anybody. You know whereabouts. Starting at the back door, then he says ass to mouth, and of course, if he asks, you say yes. I want to do that oral and anal ingress. Why do I motion on this? Just flip them round. Yeah, spin it a bit. From the bum to the yum, the bum to the yum, the bum, yum, yum. It's fun. Yeah, you've got to be careful, don't get it wrong. Why use a B-day? Just use a tongue. Start scraping off, it offends you. Don't worry, it's a clean bum. Had an enema, made sure it's scraped out. That's what it do. And what's this Neo but fucking Ryu? There we go. He ATM when he's shooting, and when Ryu comes, he shouts, Hadouken!
On the subject of gay Australians, gentleman here, what is... May I inquire as to your name?
Javier.
Javier. Oh my God, you are the least gay man here. You just impregnated the entire front row. It's like, it's not even my period. Javier, you know, fuck. Yeah, you get pregnant on your period, Chris. That's how it works. So, Javier, what country were you born in?
Mexico.
Mexico. Fucking yeah. Which bit?
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Holy shit, you were shocked. You were just there, but now you're here, so you could fuck him here instead. And... Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, it's not, you know, out of all of Mexico, it's one of the biggest cities in the world. I think it's like the 3rd biggest city in the world. It used to be the biggest, but then you got overtaken by China, which, you know, you know, I think Mexicans started COVID to kill off Chinese people so they could get their status back with the bigger city. That's just me. That's just a little opinion I spread on Reddit. So, Javier, who is a human embodiment of a Hawaiian cocktail. It's just like, you know, because the shirt screams pineapple and the hair screams pineapple. Now, yeah, if we were in Miami, I would assume drug smuggler, but what do you do?
I'm an influencer.
You're
An influencer.
an influencer, of course. Well, you've influenced these ladies' vaginas to become very moist. That's pretty cool. What? May I ask how many followers you have?
10 million.
10 million on TikTok. That's pretty impressive. I imagine. I don't know. I'm not on it because I'm over 30 and not a sexual predator. You're allowed on it because you're making the content. Everyone else, get the fuck off. You're not under 21. You shouldn't be on there. So I mean, when you were growing up, Javier, I mean, what type of content do you make?
I do movie and TV show reviews.
Movie and TV show reviews. Oh, Spanish shows specifically?
No, I've done a little bit of everything, but I do it in Spanish.
In Spanish, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's the third biggest language in the world, isn't it? Yeah. English is still bigger. But the thing is, I feel like Javier, maybe you were similar to me in that you were like, the English market is flooded, I'll do it in Spanish, and appeal that. In the same way that in the UK, I'm terribly unfunny. And then I came over here, where our audiences will just laugh at anything a British man says. He's so smart! So you did movie reviews when you were little, Javier, because you're what, in your mid-20s?
I'm 29.
29? Oh, that's pretty. The facial hair, it would suit you, actually. When you were little, influencing wasn't a thing, or TikTok wasn't a thing. What did you want to be when you were little?
I wanted to do something with movies.
Something with movies?
Yeah, I act, direct, maybe.
You
review them now.
Now you review them. You cut out the middleman. You were just like, fuck it's hard to make a movie, isn't it? I could just sit there, go 3 stars, and get fucking rich. That's it. What's your favourite movie of the last year?
I really loved Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, made by the Daniels, which I saw it on a plane, which I don't think is really the way you're meant to experience it. You saw it on a plane too? Holy shit! It's great. I mean, I feel like we have a spiritual connection. It's like a triangle between you, me, and May I inquire as to your name, madam?
Jada.
Jada.
Yes.
Lovely to meet you, Jada. And Jada, you from New York? San Francisco. You said that with a disdain for this city, which I do not feel that anyone from San Francisco is allowed to have. Like, ew, New York. It's like, have you looked at your city? Have you looked at it? So I like it, it's pretty cool. But, Jada, what do you do? HR. Oh, how many people have you fired this month? Why are you gesturing to him? I mean, with shorts that short, you must have violated some sort of rule. What industry are you in? Fintech. Oh, financial technology for anyone who doesn't speak San Francisco. You were there like, she works with dolphins? What? Fintech HR, Jada from San Francisco. When you were a little girl, Jada, what did you want to be?
A princess.
A princess. Oh, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Which princess? Because I mean, back when you were a little girl, Princess Tiana didn't exist. There wasn't a black Ariel. So who were you? There wasn't. Now there's role models, but back then, Pocahontas was the closest. That is so. Shame on you. Shame on you, Walt Disney. That a young black girl in San Francisco had to be like, well, she's brownish, I guess. But fucking John Smith could get it, couldn't he? He was, ooh, yeah! Just ignore the fact that technically she was 14 in the movie. It was a different time, wasn't it? What was your, have you seen Pocahontas, Javier?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your review of Pocahontas? Unrealistic. You know, when John Smith and Pocahontas lie down on that blanket, she would have caught smallpox, wouldn't she? She would have. How do you say paint with all the colours of the wind in Spanish? How do you say paint with all the colours of the wind in Spanish?
Paved.
Paint. The main song from Pocahontas. I feel like you didn't review it. You watched it when you were a child. You watched it a long time ago. Okay, cool. So we've got Jada,
who works in fintech and HR and wanted to be a princess in San Francisco. We have Javier, who's from Mexico City, who is an influencer on TikTok with 10 million followers, who loves reviewing movies and did want to be in movies, but then decided, why bother with effort? And he looks like a pina colada. Well, that's good. So Gina, do me a favor. Let's hit this, because growing up, I wanted to be a rapper. That was my dream, and we'll find out whether I pursued it. We'll find out whether I achieved it. But this is a little freestyle for Jada and Javier. Both names begin with J. You thought you'd trick me out with that little silent one, but no. And this is going to be pretty fucking exciting. So for you guys and for the rest of you, let's do this. Cool. I picture a beautiful man, hairier than anyone you've seen, front row area, his name is Javier. Where's he coming from? So pretty, follicular ditty from Mexico City, like 35 million people over there, south of the border, and they see him like, where? You're so famous, whoa, followers lots, it's like CC, we see you on TikTok, what, 10 million for a silly man there? I'm not being mean, I really do care, you sat in the movie like I'm mean, I'll judge this shit, what I see on the screen. Robert De Niro, old as shit. Al Pacino, old as shit. I wanna watch something that's like a party. You prefer Margot Robbie in the Barbie. Maybe Oppenheimer, maybe you were spinning it back. Christopher Nolan, like translating that in Spanish. What does he even say? Does he translate the Bhagavad Gita that way? I have become death, destroyer of girls. Worlds, wait, you're the guy destroyer of girls because the girl's so beautiful. That's a little mind slip. You wanted to make the movies, but you're like, I'm shit with camera work, directing and acting. And so I'll just do there, sit backing and passing my judgment like a film reviewer. That's so brilliant. People see right through you. And how long are your reviews? Surely it's like 15 seconds or maybe 22. People go thumbs up or thumbs down. You were looking everywhere for a princess who was brown and you found the nearest one there. Pocahontas, well, she's got the long hair and it's black and that matches. So you thought, yeah, I'll throw a ball in her court and walk round this forest with my little friendly raccoon. I hope some European settlers come soon. I paint with all the colours of the wind. The other one you could have thrown yourself in was Mulan, because she's at least not white. That's literally the two ones that you had in the fight. Walt Disney, we can all say this, he hated people of colour. He's so racist. He was saying, no, the princesses have to be white. He would turn in his grave, he would get such a fright if he saw the Little Mermaid. What did you think about that one with the girl swimming there in the drink? Did you like it? He's like, yeah, one thumb up. Not two, but that's okay. Got fun, discuss. You're in San Francisco, the worst city by far. Working in fintech, in HR. That's such a great job. Really admiring. Basically, you're like, yes, I do the firing. You, sir, you're fired. Yes, it's your fault because you committed a grievous sexual assault. Your shorts were very skimpy up there. We could see your thighs with your lovely body hair. Walking in the office, look at my limbs. No, the only tech we deal in here is fins, like dolphins or sharks or whales. Free Willy, that would be a free Willy because the short's so silly. Well, there we go. A flame rap we can persuade you, so give it up for Javier and give it up for Jada.